Cheese. It's a food so beloved, so universal, and so endlessly varied that it's hard to imagine a world without it. Yet, behind every wedge of brie, every slice of cheddar, and every crumble of feta lies a story that stretches back thousands of years, woven into the fabric of human civilization itself. The story of cheese begins long before written history, in the days when humans first began domesticating animals. Picture a time, over 8,000 years ago, when our ancestors were learning to herd sheep, goats, and cattle. They soon discovered that the milk from these animals was a rich source of nutrition, but it came with a challenge. Fresh milk spoiled quickly, especially in the heat. The need to preserve this precious resource led to one of humanity's most delicious innovations, cheese. Legend has it that cheese was discovered by accident. Imagine a traveler in the ancient Middle East carrying milk in a pouch made from a sheep's stomach. After a long journey under the hot sun, he opens the pouch to find that the milk has separated into curds and whey. The natural enzymes from the animal's stomach lining, combined with the heat and movement, have transformed the milk into something new, something tangy, solid, and surprisingly tasty. This serendipitous moment marked the birth of cheese. From these humble beginnings, cheese-making spread across the ancient world. Archaeological evidence shows that people in what is now Poland were making cheese as far back as 7,000 years ago. The earliest cheeses were likely simple, sour, and crumbly. But over time, cheesemakers began to experiment with different techniques, adding salt to preserve the curds and aging them to develop new flavors and textures. As civilizations grew and trade routes expanded, cheese traveled with them. In ancient Egypt, cheese was placed in tombs as food for the afterlife. The Greeks and Romans prized cheese not only as food, but as a symbol of hospitality and abundance. Roman soldiers carried hard, aged cheeses as part of their rations, while wealthy citizens dined on soft, fresh varieties at lavish feasts. The Middle Ages saw cheesemaking become an art form, especially in the monasteries of Europe. Monks, with their access to fresh milk and their meticulous attention to detail, became masters of the craft. They developed many of the classic European cheeses we know today, such as Roquefort, Parmesan, and Swiss. Each region, shaped by its unique climate, animals, and traditions, gave rise to its own distinctive cheeses, from the bloomy rinds of France to the sharp cheddars of England. Cheese was not just a food. It was a way to preserve the bounty of summer for the long winter months. It became a staple of the medieval diet, eaten by peasants and nobles alike. In fact, cheese was so important that it was often used as currency, traded for other goods, or given as rent. As the centuries passed and the world changed, cheesemaking continued to evolve. The age of exploration introduced new techniques and ingredients. Hard cheeses that could withstand long journeys became essential for sailors and explorers. In the Americas, European settlers brought their cheese-making traditions, adapting them to new environments and creating entirely new varieties. The Industrial Revolution transformed cheese production once again. Factories and new technologies made it possible to produce cheese on a massive scale, bringing it to people all over the world. Yet, even as cheese became more accessible, artisanal cheesemakers continued to honor the old ways, crafting cheeses by hand and preserving centuries-old traditions. Today, cheese is enjoyed in countless forms and flavors, from the mildest mozzarella to the most pungent blue. It is a symbol of culture and heritage, a source of comfort and celebration, and a testament to human ingenuity. Whether melted on pizza, paired with wine, or savored on its own, cheese connects us to our past and brings us together in the present. So, the next time you enjoy a piece of cheese, remember the journey it has taken. From ancient herders and accidental discoveries to the skilled artisans and innovators of today. Cheese is more than just food. It is a living link to our shared history, a story of survival, creativity, and the simple joy of a delicious bite.